You're watching Talk of the Town on Cambridge Cable TV 2 and a new Concord on Orbit TV 9.
Coming up on this edition of our show, I talk with Tim Callahan, Disaster Program Manager with the American Red Cross. And we get to spend a couple of segments with Christine Gelley from OSU Extension. We're going to learn a lot, and then we're going to make something tasty. Can't wait. It's all ahead on this edition of Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios, it's Talk of the Town with Perry Baranich.
Welcome to a brand new edition of Talk of the Town, coming to you as always from U.S. Bank Studio in beautiful downtown Cambridge. And this is airing on Friday, and that means, Adam Green, it's your birthday. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Okay, never mind. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great one. Yeah, all right. Tim Callahan joins me. He is with the he's a disaster program manager for Southeast Ohio chapter of the American Red Cross, located in Norwich, Ohio. Good to see you.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Good to have
out
you on
today.
the show. Thanks for coming. Let's just talk about what you do. What is the disaster program all about, and what do you do as the manager?
Okay, as the manager, what we really do is we help people with immediate needs when they've had any kind of a disaster, whether we've had flooding in Cambridge, we have house fires, anything like that, we are responding to with our volunteers. And I'm really kind of managing those volunteers, recruiting volunteers, going out on those disasters if needed, assistance or anything like that, especially if we do any kind of sheltering or, if we have a big flood and we have to evacuate people. Those are the things that we do on the disaster end. That's all locally. Then if we are doing anything, when hurricanes and things like that, if volunteers are available and they want to deploy nationally, they can do that also. But for the most part, we're staying local and helping people in our own community.
So the local volunteers can go out on a national level to help out
if they would like to. It's not a requirement for them to do that, but we have people that deploy, to Hurricane Sandy, whatever's happening, Matthew, that happened out on the East Coast or down in the Carolinas. So we're always going somewhere if they're available and want to go.
We know about the American Red Cross because we always see the commercials about, you guys being the first response team to go out. And, it's got to be hard going into an area that's just been devastated.
It really is. We have a lot of training for our volunteers, just so they're prepared to deal with those kind of aftermath, because we're not going in and pulling people out of burning houses, but we're there to kind of pick up the pieces. I always like to look at it as we are the best part of somebody's worst day. Something devastating has happened. What do I do? We provide lodging, clothing, food, just so they can kind of start figuring things out where to go. And our volunteers are usually trained on how to cope with those kind of things, and work with the families to help them get through that.
And I would assume that would be a big part of the training, what you just said, how to cope, because you're going into an area where somebody may have had the worst day they've ever had in their life.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do the training, and we also, it's not just what we do that day, but we do casework follow-up. So let's say something happens in the community, we respond and give them lodging, clothing, that comfort to just kind of figure things out. And then we follow up with them on, if their house was destroyed, what kind of different organizations can help with their recovery. So, we try to prepare our volunteers the best we can to do those situations. And we're very known for the training and things that we do. I mean, we're always trying to have classes, and of course, a lot of people associate the Red Cross with first aid and CPR and things like that. But we do any kind of psychological first aids, anything that has to do with responding. We try to do the training for
How and why did you get involved personally?
That's a pretty good question. I've only been in this position for a little over 6 months, but I was a volunteer for, it's probably been close to 10 years ago. I was a volunteer and I did all of the disaster response and fire. And I think I suppose at some point 9/11 came into that. What can I do to help? Even though I was a little bit after that when I got involved, but I saw how people responded and the needs that people had, and I was looking for something local to be able to do that. And I did search and rescue and stuff like that. And then Red Cross became a really good fit for what I was wanting to do as a volunteer. And then opportunity came along, and it was like, it's a perfect fit.
Perfect fit for you.
Yeah.
You're where you want to be.
Exactly. And I'm from Cambridge. I'm, out on College Hill, Fairdale, if anybody knows where that's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I knew all the people up on the hill.
Up on the hill is
up
what we
on
call
the hill,
it. Yeah,
exactly. So, yeah, I'm from this area, and it's good to be back in this part of the, a lot of people around here.
Yeah, no, typically you think about the American Red Cross with blood donor drives, those kind of things, which that is a very important part of the site.
Sure.
But this has given us a chance to see the other side of what you guys do.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people are very familiar with our blood donor and, the lives that we save on that end, but this is kind of like, that immediate need for people in the community, like I say, with fires, floods, sheltering. Things happen like gas leaks or power outages during the winter time, and people need a place to go. We can provide shelter and things like that.
That's awesome what you guys do. But again, it is a volunteer organization.
It is a volunteer
So that means that you can always use volunteers, right?
Absolutely, we can always use volunteers. So anybody that is watching this and remembers me from long ago, we'd be happy to have people come out and to our office out on Norwich or out in Norwich. Or you can call the office at 844-2017, and you can ask for me, Tim Callahan, and be happy to help you and step you through on how you can help us with this. It's, pretty amazing organization.
And again, we've got less than a minute, but folks who want to volunteer, you're going to be receiving some training. You're not just going to be thrown straight out there cold.
No, absolutely. We do training, and we have people that have done this for a while, so we always put people in situations where we do the training, and they can go as an observer, so they can see, if you've been doing this for a while and I'm brand new, I can see how Perry is operating, what questions to ask. Even though I'm getting that training, it's a lot of hands-on training also. Okay. So we don't just say, hey, we have a fire down here, go help us out.
Go help us out. But I tell you what, I in closing, I can't think of anything more rewarding than helping people.
Yeah,
there's nothing more rewarding.
It's pretty incredible because you're, like I say, you're the best part of somebody's
worst day.
Yeah.
With Tim Callahan, Disaster Program Manager, Southeast Ohio Chapter, American Red Cross. Thanks for what you do, and thanks for coming on the show. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
too.
Pleasure to
Come
meet
back
you
anytime.
All right.
All right. Hey, we're going to be back with Christine Gelley after this short pause for the cause.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Bill Dixon finds and sells some unique items and hard-to-find local collectibles. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge prides themselves on offering the largest inventory and the best customer service in the area. Visit their lot and experience the Classic Difference. The Classic Difference provides customers a service above and beyond what you'll find anywhere else. Their service department, body shop, and parts department strive for the best service and pricing in southeastern Ohio. Stop by the lot and browse their large selection of new and pre-owned inventory, ask about easy financing, or schedule an oil change. That's Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge. Stop by and experience the Classic Difference for yourself.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town, coming to you as always from U.S. Bank Studio in beautiful downtown Cambridge. We kind of changed things up a little bit because we're going to do some cooking with Christine Gelley from OSU Extension. Good to see you.
It's great to be back, as always.
So how are you enjoying your year, your summertime, now that we're officially into summer?
Yeah, definitely.
You
Today
busy?
is gorgeous outside. We should be shooting outside. It's so fabulous.
Okay, let's stop everything and go outside. Okay, no, we can't. They won't let us do that.
It's been really good.
But, you know, when you think about summertime, you're thinking about hot weather, and you want some foods or snacks that will kind of cool you down or cool. That's what we're going to focus on today.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about berries.
So berries, all kind of berries.
We've been in berry season in Ohio here for about a month. I mean, strawberries have been ready for quite a while.
Raspberries are on the vine. Yeah.
So we have 4 berries we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
Blueberries, blackberries, black raspberries, and red raspberries. And there are a little bit of differences between all those, but what they all have in common is they're delicious, and we can grow them here in Ohio.
And they're very nutritious for you as well.
They are, absolutely. You know, they have that sweetness, but they actually have a pretty low sugar content. So if you're looking to feed that sweet tooth, berries are a great way to go.
Do you have a favorite?
My absolute favorite is blueberries.
Blueberries, okay.
Then raspberries. And I actually like yellow raspberries better than red
I've never
or black.
had. My favorite would be black raspberries. I don't like the difference between blackberries and black raspberries. To me, there's a difference, but I love black raspberries. I do, always did. But
Yellow's
I like all
my
fruit.
favorite. My grandma always had some yellow raspberries. They're
Never heard
hard
of
to
those.
find.
I never heard
They
of
are
those.
really hard to find, but they have a very tender texture, super sweet. They're just wonderful.
Okay,
So if
we
you
have to
ever
check out
find
some of those, yeah.
you have to give them a taste.
So we're going to make what today?
Today we're going to make a berry parfait.
It's good to be me today.
Yeah, and we're going to cut down on the dishes by serving it in a waffle cone.
Never thought of that.
I'm okay with all of it.
Oh, never thought of that. You're right.
But before we do that,
Okay.
let's talk some more about the growing berries and what it takes to really get that accomplished. First off, I mean, you have to make sure that you have your soil and your site prepped.
Okay.
Most berries aren't too picky, but blueberries are very picky. They need a pretty acidic soil. They need a pH somewhere between 4.0 and 5.2. Other berries need between 5.5 and 6.5. So if you're planning to grow blueberries, having that acid level in the soil at the correct level is really important. Something else special about blueberries is because they depend on cross-pollination for fruit production, you have to have 2 cultivars in your growing system. So being able to cross-pollinate.
So you have to have 2.
You have to have 2 different kinds, not just 2 plants. 2
I
different cultivars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's...
So it is a little trickier to grow blueberries than, say, raspberries or blackberries.
Now, somebody who's actually growing raspberries might argue with you, but for the general home grower, yeah, blueberries are a little more challenging.
Yeah, we've got a lot of established blackberry and raspberry plants at the house, and they just naturally come back up, but that's because they're established, right?
Yeah, they're well established.
Yeah.
Now, another question that we get a lot in the extension office is how long till my plants are going to have fruit?
Okay.
And that depends on what kind of fruit. But all of the raspberries, the blackberries, and the black raspberries, they can produce fruit in their 2nd year.
Okay.
So when you're getting those from the nursery, you want a 1-year-old rooting stock, and then the next year you should be able to get a crop.
It's kind of neat to go out and just pick them right off the vine in
It's
your
so
yard.
fun.
It
and
is
have
fun.
you seen the black raspberries are just ripening?
Yeah,
I saw
I'll
some
be
the
riding
other day.
along on the tractor and go along the wood line, just pick them up and go. Gee, it's just fun.
Well, if you're trying to grow them actually in your garden, something that you might want to consider is trellising. Because if you don't trellis, then you need to prune. And for those of us who might be a little cautious about, am I pruning correctly? What do I cut? What should I not cut? You might just want to go with a trellising system.
Okay.
Now that does take quite a bit of effort too, but it's effort all at once rather than a consistent effort over time.
Okay.
So up to you, whichever you prefer. But something else about raspberries and those other brambly crops is the part of the cane, that's the stem that actually has the fruit on it. There are 2 types of canes on the bramble plants. There's the primocane and the fruiting cane. The primocane is a branch that's 1 season old.
Okay.
it won't produce fruit. It has to be in the second year to produce fruit.
So it has to be the second.
Yeah. So when you go back and prune those fruit crops, you want to prune off the one that just got done producing fruit and leave the primocane for next season.
Okay. But that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
But it equals a lot of reward.
You'll get a lot of berries. Yeah, exactly.
For blackberries, you can get 3 pounds of blackberries per plant in a good year.
That's a good bit.
Per plant. For blueberries, you could get 6 pounds.
Wow.
In a nice established bush. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and they're so delicious.
Oh, I love blueberries. Just they flavor everything. Smoothies, all that. I use them a lot in smoothies.
I love them frozen on cereal, personally. That's one of my favorite ways to have them. We didn't talk much about strawberries.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have success with growing strawberries. There's 2 main kinds in Ohio. There's the June-bearing and the ever-bearing. Now, June-bearers have a reputation for being sweeter, and they're pretty plentiful in that season, but they only produce fruit during June. The ever-bearing, they'll produce at the beginning of the year, and then you can also get a fall crop out of them, too. But the production per plant's a little bit lower than the June-bearing.
Yeah, and right at this time of the year, we're thinking about strawberries. Strawberry shortcake, strawberries pie, strawberry in your cereal, and good strawberries. It's hard to beat a good strawberry.
Well, when we come back from our little break, we're going to make a nice, healthy, refreshing, it's just a great snack for you, for kids, grandkids, whatever. It's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, and I'm going to help. So I'm working for my meal today.
Benefit, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be so cool. It's going to be so easy to make, but you're going to love it. So just make it at your house. You don't have to go out and buy it, right? Okay, we're going to be back with more Christine Gelley right after this on Talk of the Town.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town. Bundy-Lay Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy-Lay understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy-Lay Funeral Home.
The Old Country Loft features country curtains in stock or order that special design to customize your decor. You can also pick out braided or decorative woven rug from her large selection in stock. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services. U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Talk of the Town Show and stay up to date.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town, coming to you from U.S. Bank Studio in beautiful downtown Cambridge. We're back with Christine Gelley from OSU Extension. And if you watched the last segment, we learned all kind of stuff about berries and valuable information, because a lot of stuff I didn't know. We all love berries. I mean, everybody loves berries. Now we're going to start constructing.
Oh yeah, we're going to get to the really good part now.
This is where it gets great.
The part where we get to eat.
I know. So what do you have here?
Okay, so from first glance, this might look a little crazy. We've got ice cream cones, we've got berries, yogurt, granola, chocolate chips.
And chocolate chips, and I'm wondering, why the chocolate chips?
Just because I like chocolate.
Okay, that's great. Okay, that's the only reason you need when you're putting this together.
Yeah, it's
there's
just
another
little
purpose.
Finishing touch.
Yeah.
There is another purpose.
Yeah.
Do you want to take one of those and put it in the bottom of the cone?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so
That
I'm
will
taking
help-
one of these and I'm putting it in the bottom of the cone.
That'll
okay.
help keep it from leaking, just in case you
acts
get
like
a
a
cone
plug,
with a little
kinda.
hole in it.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yes,
Who would
okay,
have thought
so
of
we've
that?
got our plug in.
Okay, we got the plug in.
The next thing we're going to put in is a little bit of vanilla low-fat yogurt.
Okay.
So
Talk about that versus, say, ice cream.
Okay, so you could absolutely do the same recipe with ice cream, but yogurt, it has less fat and usually less sugar. You do have to check your label on your yogurt because some of them
Okay.
can have quite a bit of sugar in them.
Okay. So you've got some in the cup.
So we've got some yogurt in
And
there.
by the way, we're using this glass jar. It's perfect for keeping your waffle cones standing up.
Right.
It's a good trick.
I have a tendency when I'm scooping things to hold the cone a little bit too hard.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, and that's less than pleasant. So this jar will help you keep
okay.
it on
So we
track.
have some yogurt. We have our chocolate chip semi-sweet morsel in there, by the way.
That's right. And now here we've got a frozen berry mix. You can do this with berries from your own home. If you want to make this while it's out of season, get it frozen at the grocery store.
Okay.
Frozen berries are always in season. They were picked at the peak of freshness. So
They
if
are.
you can't get them fresh
Right.
in season, get them frozen.
Right.
But right now is a great time to get
I'm going to
them.
bring that to you.
Sure.
Okay.
So we're going to put some berries in there.
some berries in
Doing
there.
Some layering.
Okay.
Got blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries.
Okay.
Actually, I put in one strawberry in there.
Strawberry in there. Okay.
Now we need some granola.
Okay, we've got some granola.
This is just oat and honey granola. You can use a different kind if you prefer. Peanut butter would be good in
Sure.
here.
And actually, you can use the bars because what you did is you gave me the bars and I just crushed them
That's
up.
right.
basically.
You know, I had initially planned to actually do this in a waffle bowl and then use a granola bar as the spoon.
Oh, that's pretty
But-
cool. That's pretty neat.
This
Okay.
will serve the same purpose.
So we're getting full here.
We're getting full. So for visual effect, because if you're doing this for a little dinner party or something, you really
And
want...
this would be cool for a dinner party if you're entertaining.
You want
know.
everybody to be impressed by
Yeah.
your skills here.
Yeah.
So we're going to be a little more careful with how we top this.
That looks really good already.
Oh, and I mentioned this before we broke for the segment, but best part about this, no dishes. I mean, we have dishes here, but it's really just
but
for
it's
effect.
really easy cleanup as well.
We'll put a
Okay.
little granola on
A
there,
little granola on there. Okay. Another chocolate chip.
a few chocolate chips,
Couple chocolate
just
chips,
for effect. And last but
And
not
the
least,
pièce de résistance.
this is a little bit of cinnamon sugar.
Oh, look at that. That's a masterpiece. That is a masterpiece.
Go for it.
You want me to go for this?
Yeah, go ahead and taste. I'll make another one for myself.
Okay.
All right, you're on camera.
I love my job.
Okay, ready?
Ooh, you hear that crunch?
Yeah.
I know it's good.
So what do you think?
It's so good and it's so cool and refreshing.
And it's not awful for you either, which is great. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
I've got it everywhere.
That's okay. It's okay.
But again, how long did this take to make? Not very long at all.
What was that, 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah,
Not even.
that's about it. Yeah.
And I bet you already have a lot of these ingredients in your cabinet somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You could just use a crushed up granola bar. You could actually do a different kind of cereal if you'd like. Maybe you have Cheerios around and
You
just
can
not sure what to
experiment,
do
can't
with
you?
them. Yeah. Now see, I'm putting a little bit more chocolate in mine.
Okay. Okay. Well, you like chocolate.
I do.
I've always been this way. I'm a mess.
Now let's see. Well, there's some other different ways that you could take this recipe. You could actually use frozen yogurt
Mm-hmm.
again. So if you really need that cool down, you could use frozen yogurt as opposed to ice cream. Or hey, you know what? If you're not so concerned about the calories and the fat, just go with ice cream and do it that way too.
And you were saying how yogurt is really better for you. And if there are different brands of yogurt, experiment and find one that you like.
Right. Some people
Because
really
some
like
of
the
them
Greek
taste
yogurt.
different than the other ones.
Yeah.
I like the Greek yogurt for the texture, but yogurt is really, really good, and it's good for you too.
Absolutely.
You get crazy with like different flavors of yogurt too
Mm-hmm.
to add more of a flavor balance.
Yeah. You know what I think might be a nice touch? Lemon yogurt.
Ooh, or peach. Or peach.
Okay, so this one's for me.
Okay.
And then we'll be
We
nice.
are going to make
we'll
one
make
for
one
Adam.
for Adam.
We are making fun for
Since
the
it
birthday
is his
boy.
birthday.
Yeah.
right.
That's exactly right.
You know, something else that might be fun is you could make these as little sandwich crackers, and you could put them in the freezer that way. So you could get 2 halves of a graham cracker, spread it with yogurt, put the berries on there, put a little granola, put a couple chocolate chips, a little more yogurt, stick the graham cracker on top, put it in wax paper, stick it in the freezer.
We've got about a minute.
Before we
These are really
go,
delicious, folks. And I know I hate to be talking with my mouth full, but that's what we're doing. But before you go, how can folks find out more about this and all the other stuff that you deal
okay,
with?
so first off, you got to be able to grow the berries, right, if you're going to get to this point. So if you need help with that process, you need help knowing how to do trellises, how to select varieties, call me at the Extension office. Our number is 740-732-5681.
Okay.
You can also find information online. You can get fact sheets and information at ohioline.osu.edu.
All right, this is really great, folks. If you want a cool summer treat that's good for you, check it out. Mix and match, do it how you want to. Okay? Christina Gelley from OSU Extension. Good to see you, and thanks for coming on. It's been fun.
Thanks for having me, Perry.
All right, we'll
Bon
be back.
appetit.
Bon appetit. And we'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
Bundy-Lay Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy-Lay understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy-Lay Funeral Home.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services.
That's going to do it for this edition of Talk of the Town. Thank you so very much for watching, and thanks again to our special guests who were Tim Callahan and Christine Gelley. We got a lot out of 2 guests today, did we not? I'm still wiping stuff off of me. That was delicious. I mean, it was very excellent. If you liked that segment and you would say, hey, I want to find out more about making those fruit smoothie yogurt cones or anything else that Christine has to offer, all you got to do is give her a call, 740-732-5681, 732-5681. She's got a lot of information. She'll tell you about berries and yogurt and all of this. It's all for your good health, okay? Is that going to do it? Okay, for producer-director Adam Green, who also had a cone, yeah. I'm Perry Bronix. We'll see you next time on Talk of the Town. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Sitting for 3 or more hours a day can cut off 2 years of a person's life.
Obesity causes 44% of diabetes.
Obesity in teens and children has nearly tripled in 30 years.
Lack of exercise is as deadly as smoking.
Get going, Guernsey!
For more information about Healthy Guernsey, call Southeastern Med's Wellness Resource Department at 435-2946 or visit SEORMC.org. Your sports authority in East Central Ohio is ESPN Cambridge, FM 107.9, AM 1270 on your radio dial. Featuring great programming like Mike and Mike, Dan Lebitard, Ohio State basketball, Reds baseball, Blue Jackets hockey, select NFL games, and college football and basketball. ESPN Cambridge is also your local sports authority too, featuring local high school sports all year round with some viewable on Cable TV 2 in Cambridge or streaming online at yourradioplace.com/YRPTV. Your home for sports is ESPN Cambridge, FM 107.9, AM 1270. You're watching Talk of the Town on Cambridge Cable TV 2 and a new Concord on Orbit TV 9.